Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel. What are you waiting for? Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new videos. And for my return subscribers, thank you guys for the love, thank you guys for the support. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So on this channel, I talk about my life in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience, how my neighbor called the police on me. If it has not happened to you, be like, how will your neighbor call the police on you? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my reality, what happened and why they called the police on me. But before I share my story, I remember making a video about social services taking our kids, and in that video I said something about smacking a child and so many persons were bashing me. So when I make video, I always share my experience, and also I'm not going to tell you how you train your own child. Anything I share on that video, just know that I was sure of what I was saying. I remember some few persons emailing me telling me that I might get reported, I might get sued. I mean, like, whoever wants to report me or whoever wants to sue me is free to sue and it's free to report. I always shared my experience. And also the fact that I said you can smack a child, I think that is what triggered a lot of persons. Some persons understood the message I was trying to pass on that video, but some persons were kind of bashing me, insulting me, which I don't really know why you're insulting me. You don't even know me in person, you don't even know how I live, you don't even know my child, and all of that. Some persons were really taking it personal, and some persons were super rude. So me saying you can smack a child, I didn't mention Scotland or Wales because I was sure that in Scotland or Wales, one of those countries is illegal. You can't even smack a child, it's not allowed. But here in England, you can do that, and I said that in that video that I was opportune to attend a class, a lecture on that, and they told us yes, we can smack a child beyond is it a reasonable punishment. I remember saying that in that video, that it must be for a very good reason for you to smack a child. Now, I'm not saying you should start slapping your child, I'm not saying you start fighting your child. Like, you all are adults watching my video, I'm not saying you should fight with your child. However, there are other type of punishment which I still agree with you. Or you can take their tab, you can take whatever thing they love doing or whatever game they love playing as a form of punishment. It's still okay. But the fact that I say you can smack a child does not mean you can kill your child, please. So don't get me wrong, I'm in England and I'm very sure of what I was saying. So me saying that, I am saying that with my full chest. So for those of you emailing me and advising me, please keep that to yourself. Thank you so much for the email, thank you so much for the advice. So you can train your child the way you want to train your child, so please let me be. So that is by the way, I just want to clear the air. So now let me share with you guys the reason my neighbor called the police on me. So I'm a Nigerian, I live here in the UK. There's something about me that I don't really like and I'm trying to work towards it. So in this UK, you know, there's a way they are building. Their building is, I don't know what to call it. I don't know if I should say they use plywood, or I don't know how they, you know, build their houses. In a way, you can hear noise from the other, you know, house or the other flat. I don't know how to put it, but if you're watching this video and you're in the UK, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's literally like a plywood or like a wood. I don't know what to say. I'm just trying to explain to you guys what I'm trying to say. So sometimes, me personally, like if I am calling my brother or if I'm calling someone, I have this bad attitude that I'm trying to stop. I might be in this room and I want to call my brother, I'll start screaming, which I know is really wrong. I might start saying, for example, I might start saying, oh Stella, I'll be screaming Stella. I'm not supposed to do that. I know I'm supposed to stand up, walk towards the step and, you know, just call in a normal way, or pick up my phone and ring and say, what's up, are you upstairs, come down, I want you to help me with one or two things. So sometimes I do that. I might start shouting at somebody's name. That does not mean I'm fighting with you. It just means like it's my own way of sometimes communicating, or I don't know how to put it. Maybe like if I'm calling someone, that's what I'm trying to say. So sometimes I think when I do that, my neighbors might think something is happening in my house. That's what I feel at this point, and I try to stop it. So I try to stop it. So whenever I want to call my siblings or want to call my husband or my child, I try to stand up from where I'm sitting and walk towards the door and call them like, what's up, or say whatever I want to say. I tried my best to stop screaming. So like I said, when I'm screaming does not mean like I have issue or anything. It's just that the African in me Okay, I'm not saying all Africans do that anyway, but I'm just saying I do that. So this fateful day, I was making my daughter's hair. So my daughter's hair is obviously 4C. In fact, I don't know, very strong 4C, pure afro hair. You know, as a Nigerian babe now, her hair is so full and is long. Yes, at least it's okay for her age. So I was just making her hair, and to be honest, when she was around 1-2, she doesn't cry when I'm making her hair. But since she was 2 years plus, I don't know, everything changed. Like, she's always crying. If you want to wash her hair, it's the worst. I feel like she has phobia now for water. So if you're washing her hair, she's screaming. So whenever I'm washing her hair, her dad will be there. I'll be there. Tab will be there. Like, everything will be there. She screams a lot. And for some reason, I felt like the way she's screaming, people think we're doing something to this girl. But that passed. But the day I was making her hair, she was shouting, and I needed to make her hair. And because of that, I always make, there's a particular hairstyle I usually make for my daughter because she don't like making hair. And before I lose that hair, guys, I know some person will be like, this lady, why is it that she don't use to make her daughter's hair or stuff like that? I can make hair, but the fact that she don't like making hair, I don't make her hair. Sometimes it takes like a month before I make her hair, because when you're losing it, she's crying. When you're washing it, she's crying. So I don't even wash her hair all the time. So I literally wash my daughter's hair once a month. Can you imagine? That's because of the way she's crying and shouting. So I wash her hair once a month. So I was just making the hair, and she was screaming and all of that as usual, because she has changed. Whenever you're making her hair, she's shouting and shouting and shouting. So I just finished making her hair, and I remember, all I could remember was that we were just in the kitchen eating, and the next thing was knock on my door. I was like, who is coming to my house? Because obviously here in the UK, whoever is coming to your house will have to ring you. What's up? Are you at home? And I know that I don't have any parcel, like, you know, like Amazon order coming to my house, because I usually get Amazon parcel. I was like, I don't have any parcel coming in today. But I was like, okay. So when I went to the door, I was super shocked, like the shock of my life. The next thing was that a neighbor said there's a child on a distress. I said, a child on a what? They said distress. Is it distress, or what did they call it? So I was like, what kind of distress are you talking about? Because I don't even understand. I think as at that time, my brain was trying to like compose, organize, like I don't understand what's happening. Just open your door and you see two policemen, asking you a question and saying that a neighbor called and said there's a child on this building that was in distress, that she was crying and screaming. I said, okay. And my husband came down and was like, what's happening? They said the same thing. They said, and they asked me how many kids do I have. And the next thing, obviously my daughter came down, and as at that time she was even playing, because I finished making her hair. They called her aside. And I don't know what the other guy was asking her, but the main thing is that, children, once you open the door, they'll start jumping, start running around, because, obviously, these days, everybody's always in the house, or should I say, in the UK, kids are always in the house. It's either you take them to the park, that's if the weather is good, or you take them for indoor activities. So, whenever I open my door, my daughter always start running the street, and you have to keep shouting, get into the car. So, as soon as we opened the door, she started running, and they start questioning her, what happened, why are you crying, stuff like that. And I don't even know what she was telling there, but I know that they were asking her a question, and they were just looking at her body, check her body, and are you okay? She said, yeah, I'm okay. And she came to me and was like, mommy, let's play. Like, as a child that she is now, she wants us to start playing ball. She don't even understand what the two policemen were doing. And I asked them, please, can I know who called the police on me? And they was like, oh no, it's confidential, it's your neighbor. At this point, I don't know. I look left, right, center. I don't know which neighbor. But as at that time, I was shocked, and I told myself, God, this is the UK. This is the real UK. Now I know I'm in the UK. And I told my husband I was going to cut the hair. After that incident happened, I told my husband I wanted to cut the hair, but the truth is that my husband don't really buy the idea of me shaving her hair, because I was just angry. I was like, I beg, let's cut this hair. If you don't want to make the hair, then at least you'll be on a low cut. But My husband always wants, you know, girls with hair. Even me personally, the last time I shaved my hair last year summer, he didn't even like it. He was telling me that, why do you want to cut your hair, blah blah blah. Although he was the one that helped me do the shaving, you know, with clipper, but he was doing it because he has no choice, because I told him that's what I wanted. But doing the same for our daughter, he was not in support of it. He said, no, we're not going to cut off her hair, we're not going to shave off her hair. But after that incident, I was just like, I was super pissed. Like I said, I don't know. One option I was like, is either I start taking her to the salon, like drop her in any salon and tell them when they finish making the hair, I'll come and pick her. Or like, I was just confused. And my husband was like, no, we can't start wasting money on her hair for salon when I can make the hair. That even if she's at the salon, she's still going to cry. And lots of persons used to tell me that when they go to salon and the way their children cry, that sometimes it can be so annoying. Honestly, it's hard work. It's really hard work. But after all the interrogation, the questioning and all of that, they realized that I was just making her hair. That's why she was crying. And she also told them the same thing there, that, oh, I don't like my hair, it's paining me, it's strong and all of that. That's just it. And they realized that it's because I was making her hair. And you all know that Afro hair is like that. Like, Afro hair is strong. Okay, it might not be for all children. I know there's some kids that have very soft hair, but for my own child, for my own daughter, her hair is as strong as I don't even know what to say. It's so strong. I have used different hair products, I've used different oil. When I'm making her hair, there's this children conditioner I usually use. A friend of mine told me that it makes their hair soft, but for me it's not even still working. I always said it, I just feel like my daughter has really changed. I don't know if she has phobia. Like, if you just want to touch her hair, she'll just tell you no. She'll tell you no. Sometimes when you see my daughter's hair, I feel bad because I know I can make her hair, but it's the fact that she don't like it, I don't even touch it. So if you're watching this video, have you have any experience with social services or with any policemen here in the UK? What's your experience like? How did you deal with that? If yes, please leave it on the comment section, your experience and what you did. And I feel we all need to know our rights in this country, in this UK. We all need to be careful. Like, you don't have to panic all the time. That's what I try my best to do, especially if you know you're doing the right thing. So if you're not doing the right thing, that's when we should all panic. But it's okay to panic for the first time. Like, for me, I panic, but at this point of my life, I know I'm not doing anything wrong. Honestly, if whatever happens, I will stand and say how it happened. I know sometimes some of us are not lucky, you know. One or two things happen, they take our kids. Because from my previous video, I saw lots of comments, some touchy comments on that. And I can't imagine my daughter being taken away from me, you know, after all the struggle, giving birth, the household, taking care of them, and your child will be taken away from you. Honestly speaking, I don't even want to imagine that. And this is one of the reasons why I noticed some persons usually take their children back to Africa. For me, I've met one or two persons from Canada. They're sending their kids, they're studying in Nigeria, like their high school in Nigeria. So I don't blame people like that, because so many things happen, and the little mistake you will just do, you think is normal, result to a very big issue. Except if your child is of age and be like, oh no, my parents are good, and you know, and also fight for you. But if your child is someone that, you know, is, I don't know, some people are just something else. But that's by the way. But anyways, I'm making this video to create awareness for my people. So if you're here in the UK, we all have to be careful. If you're watching this video, please share your thoughts. If your child have an afro hair, will you rather take her outside the house, you know, take her to the salon and make sure they make her hair, and you know, or take her to any of your family friends that make hair and drop her there, and after making the hair you pick her? Or will you rather stay at home and make her hair? For me, my daughter, nobody has ever touched her hair. I think I'm the only one that have been making her hair from birth till date. Nobody have touched her hair. So it's a bit challenging for me, like, you know, to go and drop her somewhere, but I really want to do that. I'm considering doing that. Leave a comment below if you're in my shoe. Will you make her hair at home, or will you just decide to start taking her to, you know, family friends or to the salon to make her hair? And obviously, you know, it's going to cost you extra pounds, you know, to make hair, and we all know how expensive it is making hair here in the UK. So just leave your thoughts on the comment section. If you're watching this video, please recommend any nice hair product that you know is going to soften her hair. One thing I know for sure is that my hands are not painful. The few persons that have made their hair, they always say, wow, that my hand is not painful at all. So it's something I'm very sure of. But Anyways, that's by the way, and that's kids for you. And please, if you're watching this video, try not to be rude. We're all human beings. If you don't agree with my video, it's okay. You don't have to like start insulting anybody. Anyways, I decided to make this video for you all to be careful and to also share my experience. So if you find this video informative and interesting, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share my videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.